The Crush 95.9, Charlie Crockett, Crucified Son. Please join me in welcoming to the show acclaimed singer-songwriter. I'm a big fan. It's Nicki Bluhm. She's going to be performing at Sweetwater Music Hall in Mill Valley Saturday, November 22nd. And her great new album, Rancho Deluxe, was just released on October 3rd. Nicki, thanks so much for being on the show today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you're originally from this area, right? You're from San Francisco?
I am, yes.
Yes.
I was actually born in Oakland and raised in the East Bay in Lafayette, and spent many years living in San Francisco and a short stint living in Sausalito. So I've kind of lived all over the Bay.
Nice. But you're in Nashville now, right? So
I am. 8 years it's been since
wow.
I've been gone, and it's crazy how time starts to just really fly.
It really does. Do you think that sense of place, being from here and now being there, has changed your music or your writing in any way?
I think so. I'm pretty influenced by my environment and my experiences, and I'll always carry that sort of California soul with me wherever I go. But yeah, I do. I think just the players in Nashville. My first record that I made in Tennessee was in Memphis, and that kind of started this, more, I guess, just rootsy, country, soul-leaning style. And it's really just been an extension of what I've always been, in that kind of country, soul, rock and roll vein.
So your new album, Rancho Deluxe, was described as a harvest record, a collection of fruits of your labor. What does that kind of mean to you in the context of this album?
Yeah, I've been through a lot. The longer you live, the more you go through. So, learning from experiences and having, a lot of transition in my life and a lot of change over the last decade, and feeling a sense of kind of just groundedness now here. I live on a nice piece of land, and I've got animals, and, I'm writing from a place of less trauma and more healing and, perspective. Everything, is kind of 2020 in hindsight, and writing from a place of peace and reflecting back on experiences has kind of just left me feeling like, I'm experiencing the harvest of all of those, lessons learned and journeys taken.
For sure. And you, looking back at your career, you led Nicki Bluhm and the Gramblers. Now it's more solo work, right? What would have been like the biggest shifts in that? Do you feel like going from leading a band to more so doing your own thing?
I mean, I always have a band. It's just the players change, you know. I really love playing with people that I love. And, playing for over a decade with the Gramblers was such a wonderful experience. And we were so close and coming up together in so many ways, and learning and having these collective experiences together was really important and formative for me. And when I moved to Nashville, I put together a Nashville band here. It made sense logistically. And, through that experience, I really realized I love making music with people I love. And now, after spending 8 years in Nashville, I found those people. I found my community, and I found people who are not just great musicians, but also really dear friends of mine. And that's the band that I have now. They're all wonderful guys, wonderful players. And, I'm friends with their families and friends with their, we have these collective experiences together. And so it's really fun to just continue in that big band setting, and experience, different ways that you can approach it with different players.
For sure. And you're going to be coming to town. You'll be at the Sweetwater on the 22nd. What do you have planned for the show? What are you bringing to town?
Yeah, well, it's going to be a full band. We're going to have, electric guitars and keys and bass and drums. Victoria George is opening the show, and she's a dear friend of mine, an incredible musician. We'll probably do some songs together, I would imagine. And, we may have some sit-ins. We're going to play a bunch from the new record. We'll also play some older stuff. So it's going to be a really fun night. It's going to be celebratory for me because I'm releasing the record. And, I don't get to the West Coast that much anymore. So I am flying everybody out. And the band is very excited. And we are ready and raring to go. And want to have a fun, rollicking time at the Sweetwater.
Well, we can't wait. Thank you so much. Thanks for being on the show. I'm going to play us out on your single, Simple Side of Me. Anything you want to say about that track before we spin it?
Well, it's about my land here, and I wrote it with my friend Cameron Neal. He's a great friend of mine and musician and writer in his own right. And we were just sitting at my house looking out over the pastures. I've got horses now, and thinking, like, why would we ever want to leave, this little slice of heaven? But we do it because we want to come and play the Sweetwater. So yes. There are only special places that pull me out to the road, nowadays, and that's one of them. So,
well, we can't wait. We can't wait to have you right in our backyard here. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you, Mindy. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye, Nicki.
Bye.